Everyone, Coach Sullivan here again with MGS Coaching Football. My background, excuse me, my 38th year coaching football as a defensive coordinator, but over that time I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, longtime head coach, both the collegiate and high school levels. And I'd also like to thank my subscribers and non-subscribers. I really hope you do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the light behind me for a second. So sorry, but one on paper. Okay, so hopefully that helps a little bit. It does. Okay, so my apologies. I'll talk to myself later. What I've got for you today in this presentation is our match quarters, what we call grade 4. Okay, and it's versus what we call Oklahoma switch. So subscribers, you know about Oklahoma. Non-subscribers, you're gonna have to push the button. I'm showing it to you versus 11 personnel, so I can show you the techniques for the attached outside linebacker versus the tight end, and detached, he's in space with 2 removed. All right. And we do this out of our base. So again, subscribers know what that means. Non-subscribers have to hit that button. So I'm going to go through the key terms over here and then bring it to life for you over here on the big board. All righty. So the first term, number 1, is what we call surface. It's from offensive tackle to offensive tackle. So the defenders, these 4 defenders, right? That's their surface. The defensive line, they all read the surface, okay? These 4 defenders, they read this part of the surface. So guard and tackle. Over here, it's guard, tackle, tight end, okay? Also, these 4 read this number 2. These 4 read and react to that number 2 based upon the surface. So the surface shows your run, pass, and direction. So we're going to assume surface is showing pass. So I'm just going to do that right now. Okay. So then it goes from surface to 2. So I'm not going to say anything about surface again. It's a given. Every single snap, everybody reads the surface first. Okay. We're not talking red zone goal line situations where we're pure manned up, 0 help in the middle. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a majority of the time. Okay. So that's term 1, surface. Term 2 is what we say read number 2. He tells you what to do. Read number 2. He tells you what to do. Okay, it's a nice rhyme, but it works. It's very effective. So in this case, number 2 is running the go route. Okay, and so the combination, the 2-man route concept, is an out-go. It's a date switch. I mean, Oklahoma is what we call it, but Oklahoma, right? Or going and out, like they go out on a date, we just say it's Oklahoma, 1 out. Oklahoma switch, 1 and 2 switch routes. Okay, that's what's happening here. So then, therefore, number 3, field corner, boundary corner. This is in the middle of the field. So over here, this is a rip, and this is a left. So subscribers know what that means. Okay, so you see field corner free, go to the rip. Yeah, that's a big hint. Okay, they're going to match the out of number 1, which is consistent because 1's doing the out, not 2. All right, boom, done. Keep everything simple. So the attached outside linebacker, in this case it's the rover, he's on a tight end. He has knockback, then it's expand, balance. Since number 1's not coming into him, it's running back 2, crosser, running back 2, crosser. So we'll show you that. So now the detached outside linebacker, the only difference is there's no knockback, right? It's expand, balance, running back 2, crosser. Because there's no tight end, right? There's nothing to knock back. So the 2 safeties, free safety and whip, they have what we call MOT, 2 vertical, which is man over 10. All right, so we'll show you how that plays out. And then the inside linebackers, it's since 2 is not coming to them, it's running back 2, mirror the Q. Boom, done. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw Oklahoma switch in red, and then I'm going to show you in black the reaction by our defenders to Oklahoma switch in gray 4. All right. So first up, number 2 is going vertical. Okay. So that for us, it hits 10 yards. It's a vertical. So we're going to say that it's a go route. He just continues on the go. See, that's what makes it Oklahoma for us. Okay. That's what makes it Oklahoma. So yes, of course, it could go bend into the corner, to the post, bend deep out, come back, dig. Sure, it could do any of those things. But then it would no longer be Oklahoma. We'd have another name for it. So, okay. 2 stayed on a go vertical. Number 1 is busting the out. And that out is under 10. Typically, this out is anywhere from 5 to 7 yards. Okay, 5 to 7. Because now our cornerbacks start at 7. They walk pedal so that the number 1 receiver is not going to run right into him. He's going to break it off in front of him. That's why for us it's 5 to 7. Okay? So now let's get to the defensive reactions. Okay, again, remember it all starts with the surface. The surface is show and pass. So all of our coverage defenders have read that. So I'm going to start with the corners first. Okay? Snap of the football. They quick sit, walk pedal, read the surface. They see that it's run. Now it goes from surface to 2 every single time. So get used to it. Surface to 2. 2's vertical. Continues to walk pedal. He sees the out. Now he's going to match the out. He'll be a little bit later matching that out, but that's the plan anyway, to match the out. Okay? He doesn't have quite the same leverage, although he starts outside leverage, Oscar, and he's butt the boundary, walk pedal. But it's not the same type of leverage. So over here, it's going to be identical. Okay, match the out of 1. There it is. Boom, done. So now we're going to go from here to here, the outside linebacker. So now the attached every single time. Now he's not seeing the tackle and guard, but he's hearing everybody say pass, so he's in a 2-point stance. That tight end moves, knockback every time, fistful of tight end. So he hears pass, he's going to try and hold him up, but we teach him as soon as your hips turn, you let him go. Okay, and then now that's where the expand balance running back comes in. So poof, here he's going to expand out. He sees that 1's not coming to him. Expand, balance, running back, and the crosser is somebody coming from the other side of the football. That's the crosser. So when I bring in the running back play for the inside linebackers, I'm going to come back to the outside linebacker. Okay? So over here, same thing. Zit, surface to 2, expand, balance, running back to crosser, same thing. Okay, so you teach the positions the same, it's mirrored. And so now at this point, it's very important that you understand grade 4 is 1 coverage. It's not split. This side operates independently from this side, but it's still not a split coverage. Could be Oklahoma switch over here. Could be California slant slide over here. Okay? But that's an important thing. Subscribers already know that, so there you go, non-subscribers. So now we come to the safeties. Okay, safeties. Again, surface to 2. There's zit, 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 walk pedal, walk pedal. Now at this point, it's obvious that they have man over 10, so they get on the upfield shoulder. They keep vertical leverage. Whenever possible, they try and have inside leverage, so they're going to wall, which means be in between the receiver and the quarterback, wall vertical. A little bit easier when 2's detached, but he's going to do the same thing. Upfield. I'm doing this on purpose to show you they have upfield leverage and they have inside leverage. So the ball has to travel across their face and in front of them. Okay, that's zone leverage. Dominant on top. Okay? So that's how that's taken care of. Now we'll go to the inside linebackers. Okay? Surface. Pivot to 2. 2's vertical. Pivot back. Same thing. Pivot, pivot. Right? So notice, this is where I'm coming back to the outside linebackers. Right? In Oklahoma switch, There's no threats to either the outside or inside linebacker on both sides. So, what does that mean? So, if the running back, let's say he's a flare release valve there, okay, just for the sake of discussion. This outside linebacker is going to go hug that up right now. This inside linebacker is initially going to start there, and that's what we want, but he's going to see same color. He's then going to balance up and become what we call a key rush, which means he'll add to the rush. Okay, he'll add to the rush. On this side over here, outside linebacker, running back's away, so now he's busy looking for somebody coming across. They're not expecting it to be Oklahoma switch on both sides, okay? But in case there was a cross or buzzing, literally across the field, that's what he's looking for. So now this linebacker, right, running back two, mirror the cue, backs away. He gets himself in position to mirror the cue, which is spy, okay? But mirror, we use mirror because we want him to be literally face-to-face with the quarterback as if the quarterback's looking at him in the mirror. Okay, yes, it's a spy, but that's why we say mirror. So he is literally, wherever the quarterback is, he's in the mirror, so the quarterback's looking at him in the mirror. Okay, that's why we use that term. And so that's how it plays out. Okay, so we let the scheme dictate it. In this case, we're going to have a three-man rush. Now we're going to add to a four-man rush with the fifth guy mirroring the quarterback. Pretty good. We let the offensive scheme tell us what to do. So as I said at the beginning to my subscribers, I thank you. Non-subscribers, I'm really hoping I teased you into it. Everybody, please, any questions, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com. I want to thank YouTube for making this platform available to us, so let's make the most of it, coaches.